Almost from the very beginning, the driving force of energy behind this country has been coal. The mining of this almost magical black rock has been a way of life for thousands of families for generations. But once the seam of the coal plays out, there's often very little left for a coal mining family to do but move away or take up a new trade. When the mines at Flat Creek began to close, Mark and Kathy Hodges, with their daughter Megan, were among the few who were determined to stay.
Mark, it's beautiful.
Thanks, honey. Just wish it didn't cost so much to put together. We're barely breaking even on this one.
You can always raise your rates.
Folks can hardly afford this stuff as it is. Besides, everybody's leaving town. I'm running out of customers.
We could use cheaper materials? I was hoping you'd say that. Come on, you've been working all day. Take a break.
Nope, not done yet.
You have the soul of an artist.
And the bank account to match.
We're gonna get through this, honey.
Sing me a song.
Not now, honey.
You never sing anymore. You used to always sing to me.
Yeah. I want you to play too.
Not too very long ago, Mark
fun.
had been an enthusiastic guitarist and a budding songwriter. But in recent times, he had very seldom picked up the instrument and had completely stopped writing.
Don't tell me that you're sorry. Don't tell me that you are hurt.
Daddy used to play all the clubs. He even wrote his own music.
It was the best, huh?
He still is.
Broken too. For every time I hear your voice, makes it worse.
How come you don't play anymore?
It's not a lot of money in the music business, honey. I just better stick to this.
That's your dad talking.
Well, he was right. I mean, this is fine, but it don't pay the bills.
Did you ever let him see any of the songs you wrote?
You kidding? He wouldn't understand. He's always just trying to make sure that there was enough work. I think he thought the mines were going to stay open forever.
I know he loved you, Mark, but if he hadn't talked you out of it, you'd be in Nashville right now. Somebody's bath time.
Mark's father had taught him that music was no way to support a family, and that few things in life were more important than the safety and security of a man's family.
Those eggs aren't the only thing sizzling around here.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I get this fan on.
On that particular summer day, the temperature had started climbing early, and the heat only conspired to make a bad day more uncomfortable.
This morning, board members of the Sherman Coal Company voted to lay off an additional 500 workers from the Flat Creek mine. This brings the total number of workers laid off to 1,500 in the last 12 months. In other news, the City Council voted...
Maybe we'll make the cut this time.
What's a cut, Daddy?
Well, it means that some of our friends will still be working at the mine and some won't.
What about Tommy's parents?
Rick and Beth must be heartbroken.
It's the last thing they need right now.
They were really counting on Rick being rehired next month. I know, maybe we should get them some groceries.
It's a good idea. I'll take them down myself.
If Rick's got no food, does that mean Tommy's hungry too?
Uh-huh.
You can take on my cereal.
Selfless giving was a trademark of the Hodges family. Far from being wealthy themselves, they still felt sufficiently blessed to share with anyone else in need. All the more tragic, then, that they were about to lose what little they had.
Well, finishing time. Oh, I guess it's about time for a new one of those.
The next stage in the construction of the chair was the varnishing of several small pieces.
Dad.
I know. This is the part of furniture making I don't like very much.
Between the fumes and the stifling heat, an open window and an aging ceiling fan were scarcely enough. The varnish, left open as it had been many times with perfect safety, would today be part of a bizarre, one chance in a million occurrence.
Morning, Bill.
How you doing?
Good.
Got another delivery for you.
Great.
Hey, let me just help you unload it. Just put it down right over here. Great. Thanks a lot. See you in a couple weeks.
Mommy, Daddy.
Kathy, where is Megan? What room is she in?
I don't know.
Megan! Megan! Unit 4, we have one female victim. Look like smoke inhalation.
My husband and daughter are inside.
Look like we got two more inside. Move! That's it! Nobody else goes back inside!
My daughter's in there.
Okay, let's go back in there.
Megan! My little girl is in there.
Mark and Kathy Hodges watched helplessly as the Flat Creek volunteers battled the blaze. Each second that passed seemed to last a lifetime. And yet Mark and Kathy never gave up hope that somehow their daughter would still escape.
Grandpa?
Don't tell me that you're sorry. Don't tell me that you are hurt. Don't tell me your heart is broken too. For every time I hear your voice, makes it worse. Don't give up.
I'm not.
I love you.
Are you coming, Grandpa?
How did you get out?
Grandpa got me out.
Megan, honey, you know that can't be right. Grandpa's been dead for 3 years.
But it was him. He opened the lock and let me outside and gave me these.
Mark, they were on the top shelf. She had no way of reaching them.
See, I told you it was him.
We got under control.
Oh, thank you.
Is this your little girl?
Sure is.
She is.
You're a very brave little girl. I'm sorry we couldn't save anything.
It's all right. I think we have everything that we need right here.
We were afraid you weren't going to make it out, little one. By the way, how did you get out?
My grandpa let me out.
My father's been dead for about 3 years now. She thinks she saw somebody and let her out the back door.
The back door? Let me show you something. This way, folks, up the step. The fire was so intense, the dead bolt melted. It fused to the door jamb. Right here, see? I mean, we tried to get in this way, but this entrance already sealed off, long before your daughter got out. Nobody went through this door, folks.
But that's the way I got out.
Somebody was really looking out for your little girl.
Well, looks like I need a new job.
Looks like it.
Any ideas?
Don't tell me that you're sorry. Don't tell me that you are hurt. Don't tell me your heart is broken too. For every time I hear your voice, makes it worse.
Are you his wife? He's great. I hope they bring him back next week.
Thanks. We also make furniture.
Really? Wow.
Don't say that your loving arms.
Many people believe that each one of us has the power to make our lives whatever we wish them to be. And all that hinders us is the willingness to take a risk. Some of us, however, in some way we do not fully understand, are favored with a helpful push in the right direction, the guiding hand of a miracle.
My grandpa father had been dead for several years when this incident happened. And it was not a dream, it wasn't an illusion, and it wasn't a vision or a hallucination. It really happened. And he saved me from being badly burned. I'm very grateful that he did, and it was startling and amazing to me that it really did happen.
Now